A live look outside now to Monument Circle, where we're sitting at 87 degrees, hot and humid today.
Yeah, really hot. Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson's here. I guess, it's going to be hot, but what about the All-Star weekend? Wet?
Yes, could be stormy here and humid and all that good stuff. So we just can't get things synced up for a nice summer weekend. There's always something to talk about. We're watching radar right now, especially back to the west here in Illinois. There's a pretty intense line of storms stretching from Chicago down to the southwest. Now this has produced some wind damage, some power outages, trees coming on down here. It is moving to the east at about 35, 40 miles per hour. Right now, we're home free here in central Indiana, but we're watching this because it is coming our way. It has weakened a little bit, and there is some gusty wind potential, maybe some power outages north and west of Indy here as we get a bit of a rush of wind out of some of those storms and maybe some localized rainfall too. But the volume of widespread severe weather today is not very high, we don't think, but there will be some storms for some of us this evening. Now tomorrow, especially from Indianapolis south in the afternoon, we may flare the storms back on up. So there's another low-end chance for some hefty storms with some gusty wind and some heavy rainfall. Now, tomorrow, of course, wish you were here. The Hamilton County Fair, we keep talking about this, still a chance for some showers and storms. I'm cautiously optimistic that a lot of the storms in the afternoon will be south of the fair site. But just keep in mind, if you will be out and about, there could be some unsettled weather. Let's go back over to Storm Tracker and show you the storms here back to the west from Chicago down to the southwest. Here's Lafayette, Danville, Illinois, a pretty strong batch of storms. It is moving to the east, and we put on some timestamps here. So near Lafayette here by about 7 o'clock, and this whole thing is coming into Indiana. It's going to be weakening, though, we think. It has already weakened a little bit. There's a little outflow boundary coming out of that, and that tells us that things are not as robust as it was earlier, but we will watch it closely here. Big time storms in Wisconsin. There's the front. All of this will be slipping through over the next 24 hours. So let me time this out with Futurecast. It's steamy right now. We are watching the storms back to the northwest. This is about 7 o'clock. So, Futurecast is actually doing a pretty decent job. The models this time of year have a difficult time with some of these storms, but now that they've lined on up, it's doing a decent job. And by 9 o'clock, some of that maybe in a weakened state approaching Indianapolis, and then some of that is likely going to fizzle. It could flare back up, though, at some point sometime tomorrow morning. So this run of Futurecast doesn't show a lot early tomorrow morning, but by midday and into the afternoon, especially from I-70 and south, we'll have a better chance for some of those showers and storms. Another muggy day tomorrow. Temperatures into the 80s. And your Friday, there's going to be some drier air trying to come on into northern Indiana, but still a chance for some scattered or isolated stuff across the central and southern part of the state on Friday. We're watching your weekend. There could be a batch of some stronger storms with some heavy rain potential too this weekend, and even into next week. This runs out through Monday. Several inches of rain could be developing across our region. There could be some more flooding issues around here as this pattern stays very humid, very unsettled, and we'll watch the weekend because there could be some intense storms around at some point. Tonight we're down into the low 70s to mid 70s. It's muggy. Tomorrow mid to upper 80s. Your Storm Track 8 7-day forecast, and even hotter for the middle of next week, 90s and maybe triple digit heat indices. More on that coming up.